Hello, and welcome to my unboxing of all three It movies. Okay, I know that this is technically a miniseries and not a movie, but uh, the way it's edited on this version just puts both parts together, so it may as well just be a movie, a 3-hour one, but still. Yeah, so let's just get right on into it. Yeah, here's the 1990 It, or sometimes known as Stephen King's It. Um, I like it. Actually, fun story about this one. This is the first Blu-ray I ever bought. Yeah, it was back in, I want to say 2018, shortly after, you know, the one came out. Um, yeah. So yeah, here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back. You can read all that if you want. I'm personally not going to. Uh, yeah, I will say though, look at this, 187 minutes. That's 3 hours 7 minutes. This is a long one. Okay, not really. Um, I honestly, for Stephen King series or miniseries, that's you know, um, yeah. So then when we open this up, yeah, just a single Blu-ray disc. Yeah, you know, very red. I don't know if the shade of red is actually showing up properly on the camera, but yeah. All right, let's actually head to the TV and see what the disc menu has to offer. All right, this is the disc menu for Stephen King's It. Yeah, same cover art as the Blu-ray, which, okay, I should mention the cover art was for a VHS release, which I think the way that it was supposed to work is it was supposed to look like Pennywise was peeling back the paper to show the tape inside. I say that because you can definitely see a tape in the background behind Pennywise there. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. Boring Warner Brothers menu. Should say I want to say 2018 Warner Brothers menu. So yeah, so we got play, scene selections, it's your chapter select, audio, English, French, and German, Italian, and Spanish. I'm not exactly sure the difference. Um, I I don't know what that is. I'll be honest. Yeah, and then for subtitles, English for the deaf and hard of hearing, French, German. I don't know what that says. Italian. I don't know what that says. Spanish. Again, I'm not sure the difference. Uh, I assume, yeah, I'm not very well versed in this stuff, as I'm sure you can tell. Different kind of Spanish, Portuguese. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure. Still not sure. Still not sure, and I'm still not sure. Very, very riveting stuff, as I'm sure you can tell. And then there's also a commentary track by director Tommy Lee Wallace and actors Dennis Christopher, Tim Reed, John Ritter, and Richard Thomas. Um, the only ones I'd actually be able to tell you is Tim Reed is, I think, Mike, and John Ritter is Ben. Um, I don't remember who Dennis Christopher or Richard Thomas played, unfortunately. Um, I also haven't seen this in at least like 3 years. So, yeah. Anyways, now that we've looked at the disc menu for Stephen King's It, why don't we bring it back to the table to look at the more well known adaptations of it? Alright, now that we looked at that, let's look at the ones that I feel like most people are probably familiar with. Uh, let's start with this one for obvious reasons. So, yeah. I remember when this was everywhere. Like, okay, I can't be the only one that thought it was like this is probably one of the very few horror movies that like was big in pop culture. Like that doesn't really happen very often. Like obviously we have like ideas of horror films like like the psycho shower scene and stuff like that, but like in terms of just like a whole movie release that like took the world by storm. This is probably like the only one that's happened in recent years. Um, yeah. I actually really like this movie. Um, it's kind of a shame that it's mostly been forgotten to time. But yeah. Here's the front. Here's the spine. Here's the other spine. Then here's the back. Um, yeah. It will creep you up big time. Yeah. Um, yeah. Anyways, let's take off the slipcover, which I don't know why, but mine is like weirdly like the front is like bent upwards. I have no idea why. And same with the Blu-ray case itself. Like I don't know if you can see that, but it's like, you know, yeah. Anyways, when we open this up, yeah. So we got two discs. This one's Blu-ray and this one's DVD. Yeah. Very boring, but then again, Warner Brothers isn't really known for its disc art. Yeah. Yeah. So let's put that to the side for now, and let's look at this one, which I know is a lot more divisive. I like it just fine, but I will say, even though that yes, the book is extremely long, the fact that these two are almost the exact same length, and this is only the second half of the story, when this is the entire thing, like it's a little much. Then again, I haven't read the book. I have the book, but I haven't read it, and yeah. Anyways, I love this cover art actually, with like like the red streak down Pennywise's eye, and like it's simplistic, but I like it. So yeah, here's the front. Here's the spine. Here's the other spine. Then here's the back. Yeah, look at that, 169 minutes. Yeah, that's not quite 3 hours. What was it? That's like basically 2 hours 50 minutes, but like it's insane. You have to admit it. Yeah. I will say though that like some performances like Bill Hader especially like because you always think of him as more of a comedic guy. I mean, why do you think he was cast as Richie? But like he gives like a genuinely good performance in this movie, and it's yeah. Anyways, I took off the slipcover, front, spine, back, same stuff. Yeah. So when we open this up, okay, this kind of confused me when I first bought it because I remember seeing two disc slots, and I was like, wait, but it says, Blu-ray and DVD. So here's the annoying thing. This isn't actually what it was like when I first opened it. I rearranged it, but yeah. So this is the movie, and how it was done was the movie was here, the DVD was here, and this disc, the bonus features, was I think underneath the movie, or like underneath the Blu-ray movie. Why? Like it's so like is it really that expensive to just like get one of those like cheap ass disc trays? Cuz like yeah, look at this. When I take off this, there's still the DVD under it. Luckily I don't I don't really use DVDs anymore except for the movies I do have on DVD, but I don't have on Blu-ray. But yeah. Anyways, now that we've looked at these, let's go to the TV and look at the disc menus for both It Chapter 1, It Chapter 2, and the bonus material disc for It Chapter 2. Alright, this is the disc menu for the 2017 It. There is actually music playing in the background, but I have it muted just in case. Yeah. The last menu, I should have mentioned, didn't have music. So, yeah. Anyways, again, boring Warner Brothers menu. Yeah, play, scene selections, chapter select. For audio, we have English Dolby Atmos, English DTS HD Master Audio, English Descriptive Audio, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and yeah. And then for subtitles, English for the deaf and hard of hearing, French, Spanish, Portuguese. That's it. Then for special features, we have Pennywise Lives, The Losers Club, Author of Fear, and Deleted Scenes. Alright, I clicked on it thinking that it would give another pop-up menu showing what the deleted scenes were. I was wrong. So, yeah. Anyways, that was the disc menu for It Chapter 1. Let's move on to the disc menu for It Chapter 2. Alright, this is the disc menu for It Chapter 2. Yeah. Different cover art, at least. Still boring Warner Brothers menu. Okay, I should say different cover art. You can actually see both of Pennywise's eyes. Yeah, anyways, we got play. Then for scene selections, it's your chapter select. For audio, we have English Dolby Atmos, English Dolby Digital 5.1, what? English Descriptive Audio, there we go. French, Spanish, and Portuguese. For subtitles, we have English for the deaf and hard of hearing, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. And then for commentary, I was not aware that this film had a commentary track by director Andy Muschietti, or Muschietti. I'm actually not sure how you pronounce it. The guy who directed The Flash recently. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the next disc, which is for the bonus material for It Chapter 2. Alright, here's the chapter select, what? The bonus features disc of It Chapter 2. Can you tell I'm very tired? Anyways, for special features, we have The Summers of It Chapter 1, You'll Float 2. The Summers of It Chapter 2, It Ends. Pennywise Lives Again. This meeting of the Losers Club has officially begun. And Finding the Deadlights. For audio, it's just English. Why do you even have that as an option? Or like, to make it, whatever. English for the deaf and hard of hearing. French, Spanish, and Portuguese for subtitles. Yeah. So that was all the disc menus that we're looking at today. Let's move back to the table. Alright. Now that we've done that, yeah, that was my unboxing for all three It movies. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.